everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Cowboys going up against the Bills. So let's send you up to Orchard Park, New York. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. They go play action here on first down. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Left side here, caught by Clay. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be third down. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So on 4th down, the Bills call on the punt unit, and Colton Schmidt. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Prescott, finding time, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius, able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So the defense gets to the quarterback, now the offense backed up on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, LaShawn McCoy left their game against Cincinnati, dislocated thumb, but hoping to go in Week 12.
And they need him back because he is the focal point of their offense. They're going to run the heck out of the football. They'll swing it out to him in the passing game, but he makes more people miss in small spaces than almost anyone else in the league. He is phenomenal that way, and he did it again this past Sunday in a big win at Cincinnati.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And partner for Ezekiel Elliott, congratulations are in order. He passed Tony Dorsett's rookie rushing record as a Dallas Cowboy in Week 11.
And you know what else he wants to do? He wants to emulate Tony Dorsett in another way, and that's win a Super Bowl as a rookie, as Tony Dorsett did in setting that record. But also, you know he's trying to chase down Eric Dickerson's rookie rushing record of 1,808 yards. That'll be interesting to see if he can get there.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Corey Graham has everything you're looking for in a safety. The ability to come up and tackle, as well as play the deep zones.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. Call it a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He hits Beasley right side. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. They're going to look to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're cut.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Adolphus Washington in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got time. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kyle Williams. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Here we go. What?
Now Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 38 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he stopped immediately there. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the
Here we
game.
go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now it's Taylor. And got a man. It's Woods. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look
Here
defensively.
we go. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Ohio.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, let's go. 190.
Taylor now off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Brief break in the action here. Back to Buffalo after this.
Here we go.
They go play action with Taylor. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. They'll get 32 yards there. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And this one is no good. He missed it. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Gavin Escobar, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Fresh set of downs here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Come on, let's go!
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods. That'll bring up second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now Taylor. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Taylor. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go!
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They go play action now. Taylor steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Woods, 66 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, That's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Come on, let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He hits Beasley right side. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Beasley complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He'll look to throw. Going right side, he has Winton. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Now Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
It's complete to Williams. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Here's Prescott. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you?
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Woods with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right, good. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're playing for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Here we go.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Let's go.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Here we go.
10th carry now for Elliott. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets 2 and 3.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Come on, let's go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get there he goes, left side. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I
Let's
mean,
go.
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll sneak it with Taylor. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, they gave it a shot. Quarterback sneak. Not able to.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyrod Taylor taking it in. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Love the excitement we've got going here. They just scored the touchdown. They're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
Think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Another pistol look here. Now he'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Let's go.
Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Adolphus Washington getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. So the D-line's going to spread out. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that